next. Sleaze now with Fram.
Pizza wars. Ooh, a New York judge dismissing Hotel California trial over stolen Eagles lyrics, and the judge slams Don Henley for misleading the DA's office after it charged 3 men for trying to sell $1 million in notes. Yeah, they accuse these 3 journalists of theft. They claim they had tried to sell materials worth more than $1 million to buyers, but the judge dismissed the case on Wednesday. Yeah, he's not only slamming Don Henley, but he's also slamming Irving Azoff. Yeah, using their privilege to shield themselves from a thorough, complete cross-examination like this never happened at all. And now Don Henley's lawyers are saying, we'll see you in the civil trial.
And tell me again, they were suing for what?
Stolen lyrics.
Okay.
It is a very complicated story, but I can say this, a very public trial. I don't understand this story. I mean, I feel really bad for her. Brittany Mahomes revealing that she has a fractured back. Quote, please take care of your pelvic floor. And she's talking to all the ladies out there who have had children. Once you have kids, please take care of your pelvic floor. Seriously, a girl with a fractured back. But then she goes on to say, quote, but vacaying with my homies will maybe make it better. That's how she ended it.
So she's not that... We've seen her out, and she's been... I don't know if that just happened.
I know. It was just funny, but then I saw, like, the next quote, vacationing with my homies. Anyway.
With Mahomes. I like that, Mahomes.
I know, Mahomes. Actor-comedian Sinbad has been out of the public eye for the last 4 years. I didn't realize this. Rehabbing from a debilitating stroke.
Wow.
It appears he's ready for his comeback. In an Instagram post, he thanked friends, fans, followers for their continued prayers.
It's wild that the kids even know who I am. That's beautiful. Thank you to everybody who's been praying for me and saying good things and supporting me during this time in my life. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
I had no idea he had a stroke.
I didn't either. And when I saw that it was like a health update, I was like, what happened to him? Now we know. I'm glad he's getting better and he's back.
You know, a lot of people don't know that Jimmy Barron had a stroke a few years back.
We should actually have him back on to talk about that.
That was serious.
I'm going to say, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even have any red flags.
And I saw him that morning at breakfast right before it happened, and I thought he was acting odd. I mean, I didn't say anything because it was kind of normal-ish. It was taking him a minute to say some things, and I thought, he was just, pondering in his head. But it was right before it happened. Super scary.
That was really scary for all of us. There's a teaser for a new interview given by Robin Roberts, revealing something interesting about one of the most famous recently split couples. Fans have been wondering about Gisele. She seemed to break down when asked about her divorce from Tom Brady. How are you? The interview asked in this new Hulu special. The special's called Impact Nightline, Gisele Bundchen, Climbing the Mountain.
How are you?
Well, when you say... Sorry, guys. I didn't know... Can I have a little moment?
Wow, all she said was, how are you? And that just started it.
Because on social media, you've seen she posts a lot of really positive things and like she's very happy and she's focusing on her children. But that was really sad. This is right after Robin says something about the death of a dream. Wow. It's going to be on Hulu if you want to see that.
She's
that
apparently
whole interview.
All in with the jiu-jitsu guy or whatever.
Yes,
yes. They're moving forward.
What do you think about this? There is a dominatrix scorn. Yeah. Prince Harry is about to maybe be shocked by this. Do you remember when Prince Harry, there were nude photos that were released or talked about from his little Las Vegas hotel room party?
Oh, yeah, but I'm sure the royal family squashed that.
Yeah, well, there's an OnlyFans creator, a dominatrix, who took those photos. She's now threatening to go public. Quote, I never released these pictures before out of respect. Carrie Royale. Now, it doesn't matter. He's a bloody idiot. She's upset that he did not mention her in his memoir. Quote, I'm a little angry about being whitewashed from his book. She claims she not only has more pictures from poolside, but also shots of Harry naked. Now, for their part, OnlyFans has confirmed they would need his permission. before releasing.
She would do it anyway.
That's not going to happen. He's not going to give permission.
No, but I mean, the royal family is probably like, go ahead with it. Teach the young lad.
That is crazy. Now, you know who composer John Williams is, correct?
Oh, big time.
Yeah, well, with the Oscars coming up, I mean, he's a juggernaut. He's responsible for the music from Jaws, Star Wars, Harry Potter. I mean, the list goes on and on. Well, Harrison Ford reveals how hard it is to escape John's Indiana Jones theme song. Quote, as I often remind John, his music follows me everywhere I go. When I had my colonoscopy, they were playing it on the operating room speakers.
Okay, I'd fire my doctor.
Come on.
If they were doing that as a bit and you're like, in your most vulnerable state.
Yeah, I was looking up John Williams, Barnes. He is 92. 92.
Going strong.
But of course, he's won 26 Grammys and 5 Oscars.
Good job.
Barnes, the Oscars this weekend.
Yeah.
Fram will be in lockdown Sunday. I was reading, some of the producers are talking about what's going to happen on the show. You know that Ryan Gosling is singing, right?
I heard.
I mean, Ken is singing. Here's the quote. He's been incredibly passionate about it and very involved in his performance. He is a total professional. He has met with us multiple times, a performer at heart, and you will not be disappointed. It's going to be an epic performance.
So they have 8 nominations. And is song, I would think
Barbie.
Song, yeah, Barbie. I would think song is one they could win.
Potentially. But the fact that Ryan Gosling is singing? Do you think he's coming out as Ryan Gosling, or is he coming out as Ken?
Oh, he'd have to come out as Ken.
Are we going to see like Pink and Ripped and the blonde hair?
How do you not do it
I mean, I'm so curious.
and not be Ken? But it's going to be interesting to see if they get, it's a tough one.
I am so curious.
Yeah, well, you'll see the Oscars start early at 7 Eastern on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, I was shocked by this story. Didn't know if you had heard about it. Kansas City Chiefs fans enjoying big season, but was it worth risking a limb? Some of them did just that. Now, the Grossman Burn Center in Kansas City has treated dozens of people for frostbite this year. Most of them got it from that January 13th game, Chiefs and Dolphins playoff game. The temperature was a -4, wind chill -27, the 4th coldest game in NFL history, and the coldest Chiefs game ever. Now around 70% of those frostbite patients are being advised to schedule amputations.
Ooh.
Barnes, one of them is a guy who took his glove off for 5 minutes to put up a tent outside. Quote, they'll have sensitivity and pain for the rest of their lives and always will be more susceptible to frostbite in the future. Is that worth it?
Being a Chiefs fan is tough. You have all of those with amputations, and then you have the poor girl who lost her life at the parade.
This is just shocking to me.
That's a rough city. I lived there for a couple of years, and it was rough. I mean, that is and those people are diehard football fans, so I believe that they'll go to any length.
And they don't care about frostbite.
They don't care about anything.
Timothy Chalamet wants the world's next musical biopic to build on its predecessors. You know he's playing Bob Dylan, right, in a film called A Complete Unknown? Yeah, he said he would love for Austin Butler's Elvis to make a cameo.
Oh, come on.
I think he's been trying to get his buddy, because they're in
I
Dune
know.
2 together, to do this. Yeah, he's going to transform into Dylan. That's going to be super interesting. Now, speaking of Dune 2, have you seen the sandworm popcorn buckets?
No.
They're being resold for over $800 online.
What is it?
It's like a bucket of popcorn. There's a photo of, I think Timothy Chalamet was on with Kimmel, and he was showing them that Dune sandworms have slithered their way into eBay, and people are now buying them on eBay. Somebody just bought one for $800. It's a popcorn bucket.
$149 on Etsy.
We'll go to eBay.
Yeah, I'm seeing I don't get. Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it looks just like a popcorn thing with a funny piece of something at the top.
Mm-hmm. I got a little quiz for you. Forbes just released their list of the highest paid actors from 2023. Kind of a bit ironic that somebody at number one didn't have a single movie in the theaters, but would you like to take a guess at anyone in the top 10?
Number one had nothing. Well, I mean, a lot of people didn't have things in the theaters because it's all about streaming, right?
Yeah, well, if you think Netflix, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But
I have no idea. Austin Butler?
he's not in the top 10.
At all? On the top 10?
No, he's not. I was kind of shocked about that.
Between Dune and the Elvis thing? I don't know.
Okay, well, Denzel was 10.
Still?
Yeah.
What has he had out?
24. I don't know. Denzel was 24. He's had... Wait a second. Didn't he have Equalizer 4?
Oh, was that? Okay.
Yeah, Barnes,
I did not.
I paid for that, Barnes.
You did?
Of course. Number 9, Ben Affleck, $38 million. See that. Leonardo DiCaprio and Jason Statham tying for $41 million at number 7.
Fram, it was Equalizer 3, by the way.
Oh, wasn't 4?
Yeah, hold tight. Let him get, he'll get some more.
I'm waiting for 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 6 was Jennifer Aniston. I wonder if it had anything to do with those nude scenes with John Hamm. But Jennifer Aniston at number 6, she did have a Netflix movie, $42 million. Number 4, a tie with Ryan Gosling and Matt Damon, $43 million. Number 3, Tom Cruise made that little movie this year, $45 million. Number 2, I thought would be number 1, was Margot Robbie because of Barbie, $59 million. Barnes, what's number 1?
Number 1 with nothing in the theater.
Okay, thanking Netflix.
I know. I'm trying to think who dominated Netflix because you mentioned Netflix. I no idea.
Adam Sandler, your favorite, $73 million.
Yeah, hard pass. How many movies did he have?
He's got a couple of Netflix movies with his production company. Remember the one with his daughters that we talked about? It was actually,
oh, right. And Jennifer Aniston, too.
Yeah, with Jennifer Aniston as well.
I did watch that. It was good.
Chris Martin is in Paradise with Dakota Johnson. They're still going strong. I didn't realize this, but he asked her for her hand in marriage a while ago, according to one of the London rags. They have been with each other from day one, very happy. No rush to plan the wedding, but they're just enjoying making their commitment official. I like them. I like them as a couple.
You're not usually punny when you do stories.
Was I punny?
Chris is in Paradise.
Oh, I
Why
didn't even realize I said that. Para.
He's in Para.
I didn't realize I did that.
And who are her parents? Is it Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
That's your celebrity sleaze.